everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing a set of mermaid nails, and this is a collab video with our lovely Karen Heidi Rees. So I will leave, once you've finished this video, I'm going to leave the link to her set of nails down below. Go and watch her video, give her a subscribe if you haven't already. She's absolutely lovely. I can't wait to see what she's done. At time of doing the voiceover, I don't know what she's doing, so I can't wait to see. Right, I've got here, this is Soul Surfing Glitter from Nail Sugar. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to use glitters that I haven't shown before because I kind of feel like I'm using the same ones all the time. So this one is called Soul Surfing and it's absolutely gorgeous. This one is called Jester. So I've got a lot of stuff out here that I thought I was going to use, but in actual fact I end up not using some of it. This is Paradise Glitter. You can get 10% off any Nail Sugar glitters using my code NATMUG10. I don't actually end up using these in the end. I do use Soul Surfing though. And this is the Gold Leaf from Nail Sugar. Then I've got my Blingline hard gel colours. I've got Julie, I think that was Julie. I've got Kayla. These I just thought were beautiful kind of mermaidy colours. Helen, I think that was. These have got like an iridescent shimmer to them. They're beautiful. Then I've got Tara. This is a darker blue with, again, a shimmer through it. Iris, I didn't end up using. And this one is Snow White, which is, you know, Snow White by name, Snow White by nature. Then I do use the Cool One Step Gel. I don't end up using the Builder. Yeah, the one two that I got out there I don't end up using. I don't end up using the Aura Acry Gel from Nail Chemie either. This is my Aliana hand. It is the Anais half hand. I absolutely love it. I've cut some tips down and stuck them into the fingers, making sure they're all the same length. I do like to have the pinky nail ever so slightly shorter than the other nails. I just feel like, because it's just, yeah, but that's just me. So the Anais this is in the shade Autumn. It's a magnetic one. So it sticks to the Alina stand there, and I've got a little coaster. It's actually a little glass coaster, but I had to blue tack mine. If you go onto the Aliana Hand website, they do have actual tiles that are heavy enough to hold the weight of the hand. So if you do order, then you might want to get a tile as well. And you can get 5% off the hands using code NAT5. I believe it's NAT5. It might be NATMUG5, but I would have put it on the screen for you to have a look at. So it's there. And then I'm also going to be using the Vetsy foil gel glue, which I showed you, but I didn't. I was still talking about the hand. So we're going to use the Vetsy foil gel glue. I do have a discount code for them, which I would have left on the screen as well. I can't remember what it is now off the top of my head. It's probably NatMug 10 or NatMug 20, something like that. I try and keep them all the same. I think the only one of my discount codes that is slightly different is my Crystal Parade code, which is NAT5, and my Melody Susie code, which is NatMug 12K. I'm not quite sure why it's that, but there we go. So when you start these nails, you will have prepped your nails, you will have gone in with your primer, your dehydrator, your primer, and then I would recommend going in with your Super Bond, which is going to ensure maximum adhesion. And when you apply the Super Bond, it has to be very, 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 very thin. I haven't done it because I didn't think there was any point, because it's not a real person. Then I would recommend going in with a clear, very thin clear layer of Cool One Step Gel, and then starting your design, so that if your client wants something different next time, a bit like when you do acrylic, you put your clear layer down, you can file back to that clear layer. So I am applying 2 coats of white. I just thought having the white would make the colours pop more. I've cut off 2 bits of the foil. I don't end up actually using the bluey green one. Now, I thought I was going to apply the foil right now, and I thought it would probably be best if I remove the tacky layer before I apply the foil gel glue, but I actually decided to go and play around with the design. I honestly didn't know what I was doing with this design, so I was literally just winging it. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking some of that darker purpley pink, and then a little bit of that sort of very soft lilac colour, And then I'm going to go in with Helen. Between the lighter lilac and Helen, I do wipe my brush off because I don't want to contaminate the blue. However, when I go in between the other two colours, I don't really worry too much about wiping off my brush. Can you see I've just cleaned it there? Because the pink and the lilac are quite similar. So as long as I haven't got masses of product on my brush, I just kind of went in. I just went for it. See it? Just went for it. Oh my goodness. Billy, stop. He's probably had the postman. So yes, what we're doing here. Right, I'm just kind of like you would do we're kind of going to do a marbly kind of look. I'm going to try and sort of blend these colours in together. I wasn't sure quite how, and in the end I decided to grab my detailer brush and I'm just going to gently blend the colours together a little bit. My other half's taking the kids for their haircuts, so I'm trying to do this while I've got 5 minutes peace, and then the dog decides to bark. Thanks, Bill. It's alright, you might not have heard him that much. I've got a new mic. I wanted to get a mic for a little while and I kind of put it off, and then it's funny because Karen messaged me the other day talking about mics and I was like, oh, no, I was looking at mics. So we ended up, because our Kelly from Chronically Creative Nails, she's had a mic and her voiceovers are just, they're amazing. When you listen to her video, in fact, I'll pop Kelly's YouTube channel down in there as well. But also Karen's got one as well. So we've all got mics now. So look, can you see I've blended, look, isn't that pretty? It's got such a gorgeous sort of sheeny shimmer to it. So I cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Oh my goodness. And then I decided to run some of that darker blue through it as well, because I want to use the blue on some other nails, and I don't want the nails to look independent of each other. I kind of want them, I want you to know that it's a set. So you'll see that throughout the design, I kind of try and, elements that I've added onto one nail, I kind of try and add to another nail, so that it looks more like a set. So we're going to take Soul Surfing now. This is just lovely. And what I'm going to do is, you can mix some of your gel with your glitter, and then apply it. I like to put a thin coat of hard gel onto the nail and then pat the glitter in. I used to have separate brushes for, I used to have a separate brush for dark coloured gels, the lighter colour gels. I had a brush for the actual clear gel, the builder gels and stuff, and then I think I had a brush for just applying glitter. I just use all the same brush now. I've got quite lazy. So yeah, as you can see, I'm putting the glitter onto the nail. I want to do a full glitter nail because this glitter is lovely. So I want to do a full glitter nail. It might be the postman. I wonder if he's barking at the postman. I'm not sure. I'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, so we're going to do a full glitter nail. Now, I'm not going to get full coverage because I never seem to when I do this. So what I will do is I will cure it and then I'll go in for a second layer. And that's when we can get a little bit more coverage. I think it's probably easier if you do mix the gel with the glitter. However, I don't like to do that because I don't like waste. So I find if I do it this way, I'm not going to, if I've got any left over, because I'm the kind of person that puts some on a, actually, am I? I don't know that I am. Perhaps I'm not, but I think if I do, then I will be. What I'm trying to say is I wouldn't want to mix lots of glitter and gel and then have loads left over because I wouldn't have anywhere to put it or any way to store it. So I'd have to throw it away. And to me, that would be a waste. But can you see now we're getting slightly more full coverage. I wish I had used that darker blue, that Tara colour underneath this and not the white. But as I said before, I didn't know what I was doing. Have I said this before? I don't know. This is a set that I was winging. It was a winging it set because I just didn't know. Okay, then on the pinky, right, can you see? So on the pinky, I'm using that darker blue. That's why I wanted some of the blue in the nail next to it. Doesn't necessarily have to be the nail next to it, but I wanted some of this darker blue in another nail. So I'm just going to do... I'm not too worried about the bottom so much. I just wanted the colour. You might have to do, you probably have to do 2 coats, but I've cured that. I don't know if I wiped off the tacky layer or not. I think I did, but I didn't show it. Then I'm putting my foil gel on. I've cured that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to rub the, right, this is in real time. Now, if you notice, I don't rub the very free edge. I don't rub that very well. So when I pull the, look, I pulled it off, and it's because I didn't rub the free edge. I wasn't paying attention. So I've just tried to pop that back on, just to kind of cover up the gappy bit at the bottom, but that really bugged me. I was so annoyed with myself, but hey ho, it's not so bad. And then I'm going to go over with some Cool One Step gel again, and I'm going to put some of that Soul Surfing glitter where that hard gel colour meets that foil, so so we've got a bit of a transition. It's not foil straight to the colour, you know, foil, no foil. So we're kind of going to soften that, what's the word? Soften the, I don't know. But I ended up putting the glitter all the way up the top because I thought the glitter was really pretty. Can you see though, with the blue behind it, it looks less gappy. Like, does that make sense? Like on the white, it looks more, I don't know what the word is. And then I decided to put some of the glitter on this nail as well. So we're going all out with the glitter today. I actually, honestly though, it's if you do like a full nail with it, I think it's easier to achieve a full glitter nail look with acrylic than what it is with hard gel. But if you had a full nail of this, oh, it would look amazing with like glitter with acrylic. Oh yeah. So I'm only putting a little bit for now, and I was like, shall I put that on there? And I decided not to in the end. What I was going to do was, right, I pop that in the lamp for a full cure. We're going to go in with Helen on this nail. Helen is a beautiful greeny, there was a hair. She's got like, she's like a bluey, greeny, iridescent-y kind of, you'll see in a minute. I'm going to show you what she looks like before I pop her in the lamp. Oh, I've made a boo-boo. Oh dear, whoopsie daisies. So yeah, so she's got, look, you'll see in a minute when I've stopped faffing. I was trying to get the lines all nice and straight. You know what I'm like. Can you see? Look at that though, in the light. Oh, it's so pretty. I only do 1 coat of that. And then if you see, I've got that mother of pearl, the shell. Someone said it was abalone shell. Yes, and I think it is. I'm putting bits of that through this marbled nail. Now this nail ends up being a little bit of a junk nail. So I ended up, instead of this being like a mermaid set, I ended up wanting to call it Mermaid Treasure, because I just thought it looked, I don't know, it looked like a kind of under the sea mishmash of sparkly, abalone shelly kind of shimmery yumminess. And I could imagine if I was a mermaid, I'd find that quite pretty. So yeah. And then this nail, I thought, right, on this one, we're just going to go ahead and pop on some of that shell as well. Now, in this pot, I've got some little, they're kind of like abalone tiles, little square tiles, but they're quite thick. I also had these little, like, these were more like chips, and these were very thin. And as you can see, I could just sort of break them into the shapes that I wanted. So I ended up using the thinner pieces and just popping them where I wanted them. They are quite thin, but they wouldn't, I don't think they'd be any good for gel polish nails. I think they would still have to be encapsulated in like acrylic or hard gel or acrygel, something like that. I was trying to snap that bit, but it was not going to snap on the nail. I should have probably done it on before I put it on the nail. Right, anyway. Right, to tie in that middle nail with the rest of the set, 'cause I kind of feel like it's kind of out there on its own, I ended up taking my detailer brush and I added a little bit of Helen on the top left and the bottom right, of the nail. So I'm kind of like making a sort of, like a kind of border, but I needed to bring something from the other nails into this nail to kind of bring it all together. I think that makes sense. So every time I do that, I do cure it, make sure it's got fully cured. And then I decided to add some gold leaf. Gold leaf is so fiddly, but I tell you what, it does look really nice afterwards, especially if you can get some nice smaller bits. So I'm kind of on that, whoops, I tell you what as well, things like to stick to that silicone hand. It's so, look at it, oh my gosh. Anyway, right, so on that, also then I was like, oh well, you better have some gold leaf as well, because it got stuck to that nail. But what I'm going to call the treasure nail, this one, what was going to be a marble, I'm going to add some gold leaf throughout that nail, and also throughout this nail, the index fingernail, just between where I've put the abalone shell. And again, that kind of will tie the two nails together because they've both got gold leaf on, though I don't think it matters if just one has gold leaf on. I just felt like for this particular set I needed to tie them all in, and I mean at the moment I just feel like they look like a bit of a mess, but at the end I was actually quite pleased with how they turned out. I mean, there is a lot going on them, but I'm hoping that that just gives them a bit more depth than anything else. Oh dear. I can't wait to see what Karen's done. Don't forget, I will leave Karen's channel link in the description box below. I'll also, I don't know what time she is uploading her video this evening, but as soon as it's up I will pop it. I'll have to remember to pop it into my description box as well, so that you can just go straight to her video. She's got one of those, actually her and Kelly are both really nice to listen to. Karen's from Northern Ireland and I could listen to her all day. Oh yeah, and then I decided to add some gold leaf to where I can't think what I'm trying to say, like the edge, the border of Helen that we done. I'm just adding some gold leaf along that edge as well. Oh, I don't know where that bit went. It just flies off, doesn't it? Okay, and then we're going to cap them all. So what I like to do is, I was going to go straight in and cap this one, and then I was like, because I took out a massive bead, but I would put a thin layer of hard gel over the nail first, and then I would go in with your bigger bead to create your structure. So I'm just grabbing another big bead, and then I'll put the bulk of it at the back of the nail, sort of, you know, cuticle end, and then pillow it back, and then just start to, some people do like circular motions, other people do like a side to side like this, all the way down the nail. And then I would just sort of move the gel into place a little bit. And I also like to turn the hand upside down so that so that the gel kind of just flows into the right place. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But once I've done that on all of them, I will give them a wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol or some gel cleanser. And I'll give them a file. And I filed them now. I've already done that. We've skipped forward. This is the Preciosa Crystal and Pearl Mermaid Mix from Crystal Parade. I've also got this gorgeous, they're like metallic seashell charms. I thought they would be perfect for this set. They are actually from Nail Sugar, but I don't believe they're on the website anymore. But you'll be able to get them from somewhere like eBay or Amazon or AliExpress, I should imagine. So I'm going to take some of the pearls from that mix and some of those metallic seashell charms and place them on the cuticle end of the nail. And we're kind of going to do a little bit of what I'd call a crystal cuff But this is more like, it's not really a cuff, it's more like a kind of cluster. A cuff cluster. Couldn't say that very well. With the pearls and the crystals and the little metallic seashell charms. I'd done the same thing on the pinky, but I was out of shot when I filmed it, so I just skipped forward. And then I decided to add, I'm using the Crystal Totalist Gem Glue from Nailchemy, by the way. I decided to add some crystals and some pearls through the centre of this nail, just because I don't know, I just felt like it needed something, and I didn't know what, so I was like, if in doubt, I used to say if in doubt, cover that beep with glitter, but it's more like enhance it with glitter or crystals. That's what I'm going to say. If in doubt, enhance it. I don't know what I'm on about. Anyway, the gem glue needs a 60-second cure, and then we're going to go over with Madame Glam's No White top coat. This is a glossy top coat, and I definitely feel like this set needs to be shiny. Look at, oh, isn't that gorgeous? There was a little bit of flick in it or something. Look, oh, I love it so much. And this nail was a little bit awkward because I had those, oh, I'm so sorry, it's my dog. I had those crystals in the middle, so it was kind of awkward to top coat without going over the crystals. The metallic charms, I wouldn't be too worried about going over. Or really the pearls. Don't go over the pearls, but you can like really butt the brush up to them, that's fine. But you don't want to go over the crystals because they will lose their sparkle. And this nail, I was worried about this nail, but this nail I think is probably my favourite out of the whole set. You'll have to let me know down in the description box which nail is your favourite. Look at that though. Oh, I just can't cope. Oh, I wonder what Karen's done. I can't wait to see what Karen's done. I'm so excited. And then lastly, we're going to just top coat this nail. Again, just be careful of going over those crystals. And I love that the hard gel just leaves the set with a crystal clear clarity. It's really, oh, I love, oh, hard gel's lovely. There we go. So I'm going to pop those into the lamp for 30 seconds. And that is them finished. I hope you liked them. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Don't forget you can find Karen's video down in the description box below, along with the link to her YouTube channel and to Nail Sugar, because we love it. Thanks for watching. God bless, and I will see you beautiful lot in the next one for another video. Love you all.